everyone, Betta Bay girl here. Welcome back to the island of Mysteria. Today, film noir has gone and we are going to be exploring my Pirates of Penzance build. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend it. It is one of my favorites. I'm going to take you down to the airport so you can see how to get there from the plaza. Keep in mind that this is not an incredibly detailed build, but that is because it is based on the set of the movie, which was made to look like the set you would find on a play, because it was an adaptation. I know most of you probably have not seen this movie, but I do encourage it, and I hope you enjoy the build. So here we are at the airport. Let's pull up the map so you can get a little bit of an overview. Not too much terraforming done here, but because of the theme, you'll see why. So let's get started. So right away we have our pirate ship, which you can enter from the back end. The sides of the ship were built using the wooden field sign. You can customize the back pattern so they're all turned around, but the ship was an integral part of the movie, somewhere for the Pirate King to reign. And you can fire the cannons. It's one of the best parts. So the whole front half of the island is pretty much the first act, while the back half is the second act. Most of the beaches are fairly minimal. We'll be going back a little further later. Right now we're going to come down here to see the Pirate King's house, as well as Ruth, which are Lopez and Pashmina. Neither of them are home right now though. I will be posting videos of all the interiors on my Instagram, so you can keep an eye there if you want to see what those look like. And then over here we have the dinghy for Frederick and Ruth to come. Here's Frederick's house. He is also not home. This is Bones. He has been deceived by Ruth. And here we have the beach. Yes, I could have done it on the actual beach, but I needed a little bit more room so we could have the tide pools. And then up top we have the cliffs for the hardy little lasses to reach the seashore. Such a delightful little area with the tide pools that they just had to take off their stockings and paddle. Here we have the beaches, like I said, very minimal. And that is pretty much the first act right there. We can continue going up around the beach, or we can come this way and go through this little passageway. I am going to... we can go straight back to one of my favorite parts of this build, which is the crypt. Now, technically, this and the maze should be to the right of the castle, which technically is. But I wanted them face on so that you could see more of the detail of this build. Proof that the Major General is in fact not an orphan. And the fabulous doorways, because it just doesn't matter. I'm going to come down here so we can get a little bit more of a view. I'm going to do our little trick with the camera to help us get a little bit higher. So you can really get a nice view of that. And this was a fun one to build. Over here to the left, we have the hedge maze that everyone seems to get stuck in and dance through. Large portions of this are just nature. We will be coming back through those in a minute. Get a little bit further and then do that angle. There we go. And then here to the left, we have Tremorden Castle. This has been my largest castle build. It is massive. I'm gonna go into the camera so we can get, again, a bit of a better angle on this. Which, I mean, you honestly are not going to be able to see all of it because that is how big it is. But I am quite proud of it. I wound up taking all of my castle pieces from all 3 of our islands, and I only had to order a few after that, so it worked out pretty good. This is for the Major General and his daughters. So our Major General is Lionel. He is not home right now. As soon as I saw his character, I was like, he has to be the Major General. There's no doubt about it. And then Mabel's house is here. She is played by Portia. It was a little limiting doing the interiors because I wanted to try and keep it kind of to the time period, which, you know, keeping things old-fashioned. But they came out really nice. So Portia's gonna be all upset at me because I didn't talk to her. I'm sorry, Portia. But we're doing a tour right now. And then the next level down is the rest of the Major General's daughters, which are all dogs. I thought I would keep it uniform. I cannot remember whose house is where because, yeah, they're all there. Okay, so this one's B. Here's a little bit darker in tone. So their houses are pretty much styled as what their bedrooms would look like. I really wish Lionel was home because his is really nice, but oh well. And then next to B, we have, I really want to say Daisy, but I could be wrong. I was right. Sweet. So she got all the nice soft purples. I added the fake wainscoting. Just sweet like Daisy is. And then on the other side, there's Cookie and Goldie, which I think Goldie was wandering around. Oh, and Cookie just came out, so I guess we will not be seeing her interior right now. But anyway, that is Tremorden Castle. Over here, we have the beach where the pirates land to attack the castle. It was fun getting to do these nature areas, just leaving them a little wild and free. It felt more cottagecore-ish, I guess. We'll go through the village in just a moment. But we'll come back around and I'll show you just these little areas. There's our Major General. So perfect. And then we have the fields where the Major General wanders when he cannot sleep. Which also leads into the orchard that he weaves through when the pirates attack. Had to make sure there was a sword in here because, you know, a lovable pirate king just can't help cutting himself. Tuck the museum in here. Trying to hide some of the buildings was a little bit of a challenge. They just didn't really fit the aesthetic. So here is the village. We will go into my house first. So in the village there is a tea room with rooms to let. So that was what I modeled my house after. So this main room is the tea room. Sorry, I got it spinning a little fast there. And then the back room is the kitchens. I loved getting to do it old-fashioned. Used a lot of the candle chandeliers. It just really helped with that vibe. And the left and right rooms are rooms to let for the more affluent. I will definitely be posting these on Instagram as well because it is daytime right now. So you can't really see the effects of the proper lighting. But with the mood lighting, they look even better. But I do love how these rooms turned out. They're just so elegant. Probably nicer than what you would have found in an inn, but they're pretty. Little warmer tones. And then we'll head upstairs, which is more what you would have found in an inn at that time. Divided into 2 bedrooms, so we've got a central little hallway. And then we have this cute little room here. Okay, still probably a little bit nicer than what you would have found, but you know. And then I'm gonna scooch around to the other room. So one a little more feminine, one a little bit more masculine. And then we'll go down to the basement, which is just a catch-all room. Storage. Dark and dreary as a basement should be. But everything that they might need for later is stashed down here. I love doing this kind of build, like just junk everywhere. . Okay, head back up and out, and we will explore the village. And then there is one more part in the island that we have to touch. Not really on the movie theme, but it is there, so I will show it to you. So we have the house. We have the overlook to the ocean right here, so they can see the pirates coming. A couple of fake buildings just to add to the aesthetic. Covered the store as best I could. I wish they were just a little bit taller. They did have the lights strung around the plaza, so I mimicked that. And then back here we have Able Sisters, who fit the vibe enough she was able to stay. And then we have the policeman's house, which is our dear Roscoe. And unfortunately Roscoe is cooking, so his house is all messed up, but I will be posting a video of it on Instagram so you can see it there. We have just a small little ruins on the peninsula, which I think turned out really nice, just gives it a little bit more depth. And then there's one more place for us to go that I neglected to show you, which is where I hid the campsite. Doesn't really fit in with the theme, that's why it's hidden. Got stuck in the trees. Okay, so back here we have this little area to walk through. Red is here today, ruining my vibes. And we have the campsite just tucked back in here. On this little nook. Hides it away, but still accessible. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. My recording glitched. But anyway, that is Mysteria, styled as the Pirates of Penzance movie set. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and if you would like me to tour your island, feel free to fill out the form that is linked in my description. I hope you have a great day, and until next time.